So I am here for an episode of Mindset Monday, and you are driving in the car with me. I feel like I do a lot of my best thinking while I'm driving, especially because my commute from one job to another job is about an hour, or from my first job to my house is an hour. Either way, I'm in the car a lot. Get a lot of thinking time in. So for today's Mindset Monday, I was like, I have no idea what to talk about. There's so much to talk about. There's so many topics I want to hit. And then I kind of brought it all in, and I thought about, well, a lot of it is just how you talk to yourself. That's where a lot of it is based off of. I know you kind of heard me mention a few things in my last video, but how you speak to yourself and finding a way to stay positive is really going to help the most in a way that's going to help with your mindset, and it's going to carry over into a lot of other things. So the main thing I really want to talk about, like I said, was talking to yourself. So one of my biggest things that I struggle with is how I talk to myself when it comes to my appearance. Like you've heard me say in a lot of my other stuff, is I have always felt very poorly about myself, about how I come off and how I look, whether it comes to my size or my face or my hair or whatever. And so the main thing that I want anyone to take away from this is, whenever you catch yourself having a negative thought towards yourself, redirect it immediately, and you'll start to notice it starts to get easier, and eventually it just stops all completely. So my biggest thing that I noticed for myself, and I will never say that I'm perfect, but I still struggle with it to this day, is my size. I'm 5'3", I'm 161 pounds, but I am almost solid muscle, and I have to remind myself that sometimes. And that's not trying to be like, oh yeah, I'm big and swole, but I have a lot of muscle on me. I grew up in gymnastics. I obviously do bodybuilding now. I do some powerlifting movements. I have a lot of muscle on me, and that causes me to be a lot heavier than the average person my height. And so whenever I catch myself thinking about, oh, I'm too big, or oh, these clothes don't look good on me because I'm not skinny enough, I will actually tell myself out loud, I don't care where I am, no. I will tell myself no. No, you can't think like that. That is not true. And it's gotten to a point where now I've noticed I don't even have to say no. I don't even have that negative thought. I have retrained my mind to think positively. And that's towards a lot of things. That's towards money. That's towards food. That's towards relationships. And we'll talk about those in other Mindset Mondays. But the main thing I want anyone to take away from this one is learning how to redirect your mind. And so whenever you feel any kind of negative, and it could be while you're driving. So like, let's say right now, this car in front of me were to slam on his brakes and I were to get furious. Well, instead of getting mad and allowing that negative emotion to set over me, I'm gonna, you know what? Maybe something ran in front of the road. Maybe the person in front of him had to stop. Maybe his kid is screaming in the back seat and he had to slow down. Whatever it may be, I can't allow myself to think negatively because of either someone else's life or someone else's movement or whatever someone else does. I can't allow that to affect me. And so on top of that, your own thoughts. Whenever you start to think negatively towards yourself or towards someone else, you got to redirect that. You got to think positively. And I'm telling you right now, it's going to be maybe one of the hardest things you have ever done. But in the end, you will notice your whole life will shift just from going from a negative mindset to a positive mindset. Because like I talked about in my first video, you reap what you sow. If you're constantly negative, you're going to have a negative life. You will never get positivity from negativity. It's just not going to happen. So the more positivity you can bring about yourself, and the more you can practice the positivity, the easier it's going to be. The more that you'll see your life just start to flourish in so many ways. It has been insane how much my life has changed since I started thinking in a more positive mindset. Sorry, I should have spit my gum out. I didn't think about that till like a minute ago. It's really driving me nuts. But like I was saying, thinking positively it's going to be difficult. And I've actually, like I said, talk out loud. It's been proven that when you say stuff out loud, it actually sticks better. And so I'll talk to myself in the mirror, like especially in dressing rooms. And ladies, I know you know what I'm talking about. Dressing rooms are so hard. There have been times I have cried in a dressing room because stuff hasn't fit. And it's not like one item of clothing. It's like one pair of pants after a pair pants after a pair of pants after a pair of shorts that won't fit. And I have to remind myself, I have a very muscular build, and they don't make a lot of clothes for muscular women. And I've had to learn to accept that, and a lot of that has come from speaking positively to myself, telling myself my affirmations. I am beautiful and strong. My muscles are beautiful. My muscles are sexy. My muscles are whatever I need to feel, whatever I need to say to myself that day, I will tell myself, and I will never allow and I can't say never, I will more than likely not feel that negative emotion, just because now it's gotten to a point where the positive will automatically override the negative. Like, my brain has started to catch it. Before I even get to think half of the negative thought, the positive will kick in. And so just really try to be aware of how you're talking to yourself at all times. It can be during school. Oh, I'm too stupid. No, you're not too stupid. You might not understand what you're doing at that moment, or it might not make sense. Ask for help. I am smart. I can figure this out. I just need a little bit of assistance. You can do it. We can all do it. And especially if you have friends that are willing to help you along this journey and who are willing to have a more positive mindset with you, amazing. Find them, reach out to them, talk to them. And I do it to my friends. I don't allow my friends to speak negatively. Whenever I notice one of them say, oh, I'm too stupid, I will stop them. No, you're not. You're not stupid. You might not understand what's happening right now, or you might not understand the problem. You might not understand whatever, but you are not stupid. Never speak negatively about yourself, because then what you say is going to become true. You're going to believe you're stupid, so then you're not going to try. Or you're going to believe you're fat, so then you're going to end up overeating. You're going to end up, gaining tons of weight because you already think you're fat, so then you're not going to care. Or let's say you're going to, oh, I'm not good enough. Well, then you're going to start believing that you're not good enough for whatever it is that you want, and you're not going to go for it. You're not going to reach for your dreams because you don't feel you're good enough. Let me tell all of you something. You are good enough. You are amazing. You are smart. You are beautiful. You are just an amazing person, and you can be positive. You can. It's very doable. I used to be the most negative person. I came from a very negative household, a very negative family. Both my parents were very just negative. Like, there's no other word to use besides negative. And it was hard to change that mindset, but I am telling you, the more you start to catch yourself and the more you start to realize your thoughts and the actions that come from those thoughts, the changes will get easier, life will get easier, and you'll notice, I know I keep saying this, but you will notice the changes. You will be so amazed. There's days where I look around and I'm like, I can't believe this is my life. I can't believe I have met these amazing people. I can't believe that stuff that I have done for myself, because at one point I had those thoughts that I wasn't good enough, that I wasn't smart enough. And I had to tell myself, I am. I would say, oh, I'm not smart enough. And immediately, you are smart enough. You are smarter than you think. And I'll tell myself that. I'm smarter than I think. I'm stronger than I think. I am better than I think. I am more than worthy than I think I am. So don't ever allow the negativity to take over your life. And I know it's hard, especially if you're in a negative state right now. But do not ever let it just consume you. And it's hard when you're in it, but I promise you there's a light at the end of the tunnel. And the journey is never easy, and it's going to be bumpy, and it's going to be hard, and there's going to be times where you don't want to be positive. But I'm telling you, be positive. In every moment, be positive. There is always a good side to every situation. I totaled my car months ago, and the day after, I was like, all right, we got to find the good in this situation. What's the good in the situation? Well, one, I had already been looking for a new car, so boom, I was able to get a new car. Two, I was alive. I had nothing happen to me. The other person was completely safe. Nobody was injured. Only the cars were totaled. That was it. And there were so many positive things to take away from that moment. Whenever I could have been like, oh my goodness, I don't have a car anymore, and I'm so stupid for totaling my car. No, I found the positive in it, because there are always positive sides to every situation that happens in life. So guys, be aware of how you talk. I know I kind of rambled, but like I said, this is just like a thought process out loud for you guys. But catch yourself when you're talking to yourself. Be aware of the thoughts that you're having, and talk out loud. Talk to yourself out loud. There's times I'll step away, I'll go to a bathroom, or or I'll just whisper under my breath. You know, I'll talk. You have to say it out loud for it to actually resonate in your brain. Guys, who cares what people think of you? Because if you are not comfortable with yourself, and if you don't love yourself, then why do you want to impress these people? If you have to become someone that you're not, I don't want to be around people I have to change for. Because if you don't accept me for me, you don't get me. You don't get to have me in your life, because I am worth having in your life. You are worth having in someone else's life. You are amazing. Please believe that. We all have an amazing side to us, and we just have to find it. So be positive, guys. Say 3 affirmations every morning. And it's hard. Look in the mirror. Look yourself in the eye. Tell yourself either whatever it is that you want to work on that we talked about the last video. I am beautiful. I am smart. I am kind. I am patient. I am whatever you feel you need to work on most. Whatever you feel you need to believe, do it. Say it. Look yourself in the eye. And even tell your friends. And that makes it harder. But in the end, your whole mindset and your whole life will change from that, guys. So sorry for rambling a little bit, but mindset is so important right now in today's society with how big social media is and how negative a lot of stuff has become. I feel like there's a lot of dark energy everywhere, and I'm hoping to put a little bit of light energy in there, give some positive energy, help whoever I can. So please, guys, like, share, subscribe, whatever you do, do it. I love you guys. Thank you for watching this video, and I will see y'all on Thursday with an awesome workout from the Swolefessor. So be looking out for that. Bye, guys.